my channel. So I filmed a 4th of July inspired tutorial for you today, just because 4th of July is right around the corner. We got a little red, white, and blue going on. If you want to know how I created this look, then just keep watching. We're gonna jump right in. Okay, starting with clean hands, we're gonna jump right in. I'm gonna grab the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette with the Sonia Kashuk brush 109, and I'm gonna take this like creamy pinkish brown shade we have in this palette, and I'm just going to buff that right into the crease. I am going a little bit up higher than my crease just because I do have hooded eyes, and we're just going to continue to work that color in until the desired pigmentation is reached. Now I'm just going to pick up any browns in this palette that are similar in shade. I'm just going to work with all of those colors. I will list all of the brushes that I am using down below in the description bar. But for the most part, I'm just going to pack on a darker shade of brown just to deepen up the definition of the crease. So now we're going to pick back up the Sonia Kashuk 109, and we're just going to blend those colors out. That way we don't have any harsh lines and it all goes together seamlessly. After we have that nice and blended, we're going to move right along and we're going to pick up a number 11 Coastal Scents. This brush is a little bit more dense, which is perfect for what we're about to do. We're just going to carve out the outer V of the eye to make it a little bit more deeper. I am just using a darker brown in this palette. And same thing on the other eye. We're going to deepen up that crease. We're also going to take this color and bring it all the way into the very inner corner of the eye. But we are going to leave the lid alone. So picking up a Coastal Scents number 9, this is a clean brush. I'm just going to go in and blend that all back out. I will tell you, this is going to be a lot of blending, so just be very patient with it. Moving right into that lid color, we're going to use Coconut by ColourPop Cosmetics. Look at the pigmentation of this. It is so beautiful. I mean, you cannot get a more higher quality product for just $5 in an eyeshadow. This is so beautiful, I cannot say enough. So I'm just going to pack this all over the lid using my fingertips. Just building this color up and kind of pushing it up into that crease a little bit. And voila, it'll look just like that. Now picking up a Coastal Scents number 13, I'm going to pick up any random brown in this palette. And I'm just going to pack this color right into the crease and just start blending away. Just to blend that blue into our transition shades that we applied earlier. Picking up that Sonia Kashuk, we're going to blend those colors right back out. Just keep blending, ladies. I promise you will get it and it will look perfect. Moving right into the face, we're going to use e.l.f.'s Hydrating Facial Primer. I'm just going to apply this to my T-zones. We're going to pick up a beauty blender. And for foundation, we're going to use Maybelline's Dewy and Smooth in the shade 230, which is Natural Buff. And I'm just going to pop this all over my face using my fingers. And then we're going to blend this out using the beauty blender. It is damp. I am just going to pat this into my skin. Being careful not to drag the beauty blender. If you must drag, I recommend dragging upwards though, just to prevent wrinkles. But if you do drag up and you do have facial hairs, dragging up can kind of cling onto those facial hairs, so just be careful of that. Now for concealer, we're going to use MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer. I do believe this is the shade NC20, however, I will list it below. But I'm just going to pack this right in my under eye area, covering up any of those dark circles, and we're going to blend this out with the damp beauty blender as well. And as you can tell, this really makes the process 10 times faster. It just gives it a nice soft finish. Now to set, we're going to use e.l.f. High Definition Setting Powder. And I'm going to pack this all underneath my under eye. This is called the baking method, but this is the only method I have found that keeps me from under eye creasing. Now I'm going to let that sit on there for about 5 minutes before I brush it off. But when I do brush it off, we're just going to use a duo fiber brush. This is a Coastal Scents. And I'm just going to start sweeping off that excess product. Trying not to really drag that brush too hard. Now to set the rest of the face, I'm just going to use L'Oreal's True Match powder. And this is an e.l.f. powder brush. And I'm just going to pat this all into the skin. Taking the color Taupe on a number 17 Coastal Scents brush, we're just going to buff this right into the lower lash line of the eye. Staying in that same Lorac Pro 2 palette, we're going to pick up the color Snow on a more defined brush. We're going to pack this color into the inner corner and just blend that out. This is going to make the inner corner pop, and this is a beautiful white highlight color. Jumping right into that eyeliner, we're just going to carve out the bottom half and then start to connect our line all the way down into the inner corner of the eye. This is Maybelline Gel Eyeliner in the color Blackest Black, and then my e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush. Just going to fill that wing all the way in. Going in with our NYX liquid liner, we're going to place this right over that gel liner just to darken the color up and make our lines a little bit more sharper. So now picking up a NYX black stick eyeliner, align our waterline and our tight line. Moving right into that contour, we're going to use Bahama Mama by the Balm. Any old angled blush brush will do just fine, and we're going to carve out the hollows of our cheeks. I do like to go in a J motion just to kind of give the apple of my cheek more definition. Also going to bring this down the bridge of the nose and right underneath the bottom of the lip as well. Picking up a little bit more of the Bahama Mama, we are going to use a e.l.f. kabuki brush, and I'm just going to buff this right into the temples of my forehead, just to give the illusion of a shorter forehead altogether. Now with no additional product, I'm going to blend that line up. Never bringing that brush down, we are slowly going to bring it up and then back into the hairline. And same thing on the other side, pushing that product up and then back into the hairline, just blending it out. Now picking up a little bit more product, we are going to run this underneath our jawline in a straight line. And then we're going to blend this product down onto the neck. Not bringing it up, we're going to bring it down. The purpose of contouring, of course, is to emphasize the shadows of the face. Dipping into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, I'm going to pick up the color Banana on a e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just going to run this back over the areas that we want light to be in. Now for blush, I'm just going to use a peachy orangey color that I have. This is just a Sephora brand. Any color that you have will work with this look, I promise. Picking back up my e.l.f. powder brush, I'm just going to blend all that back together. That way I don't have any harsh lines. This is Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the color Pink Quartz. And we're going to use a fan brush, and we're just going to pop that right on top of the blush on the very high points of our cheeks, along with our chin, nose, and forehead. Now taking a more dense brush, I'm just going to go back into that shimmer brick and just put this right onto the areas that we just applied to. The more dense brush is going to allow the pigmentation to show up a little bit more. So we're just going to pop that color back onto the cupid's bow, the nose, and right above the eyebrows. And we are going to blend this back out with that fan brush just to make sure it's not too heavy on the skin. Now for the lips, we're just going to use this Real Red lip liner. This is a lip liner I got from Sally's. I will tell you ladies, I filmed this lips like 5 times because my pencil literally broke 4 times, literally. But we're just going to outline our lips and we're just going to fill them in all the way. Once we have our lips lined all the way, we're going to move right into lip color. I'm going to use a MAC lipstick. This shade is called Damn Glamorous, and it is a matte lipstick. We're just going to apply this all over the lips, and after that, we will be finished. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.